The day started like any other. Sun streaming through my kitchen window, birds tweeting their morning songs, the gentle hum of life going about its routine. But today was no ordinary day. Today marked 4 decades of my marriage to the love of my life. 4 decades of sharing dreams, promises, laughter, and tears. 40 years of building a life side by side. We met when we were just kids, madly in love, eyes locked, hearts beating in unison, promising forever. And forever we got, didn't we? We built our home brick by loving brick, raised beautiful children, weathered life's storms, and celebrated its joys. Every room in our house echoed with our history, every corner holding a memory, every creak of the floorboard whispering our names. He was my best friend, my confidant, my lover. Decades flew by like pages in a cherished book. I saw my life with him in every sunrise, in the lines on my hands, in the gray in my hair. My heart swelled with gratitude for the gift of our love, for the journey we shared, for the quiet beauty of growing old together. Then it happened, slowly at first, like a subtle shift in the seasons. He changed. Distant sometimes, absorbed in work, emotionally unavailable. The warmth in his eyes seemed to dim, replaced by a coldness that sent shivers down my spine. The connection we once had, so vibrant, so alive, began to fade, leaving me clinging to the hope that it would rekindle. But he grew distant. The spark that ignited our love seemed to flicker and die, leaving me in the shadows of our once brilliant past. Yet I held on, convinced that our love, like fine wine, would only improve with time. I waited for the day when he'd return, when the warmth would return to his eyes, when he'd hold me close and whisper sweet nothings in my ear again. But then, without warning, he left. It wasn't the slow fade to black that I'd imagined. It was a sudden cut, a jarring halt to a symphony that played on. Midlife, or maybe later, he started a new life with someone else. He erased me from his story, cutting me out of our shared history, ignoring my calls, vanishing into thin air. All those years I'd given, all the love I'd poured into our relationship, all the memories we'd created together, they meant nothing to him. They were just footnotes in a story he no longer wanted to read. And as the years rolled on, the pain of his departure dulled into a constant ache, a dull throb that accompanied me everywhere. It became a part of my existence, a shadow that followed me, a ghost that haunted my waking moments. Still, I carried on. Life demanded it. I had responsibilities, dreams I'd nurtured, and a dignity I refused to surrender. I raised my children, watched them grow, and cherished the moments they gave me, the smiles, the laughter, the milestones. And now here I am, preparing to celebrate our 40th anniversary alone because he's too busy, too happy, too far gone in his new life to remember what we once meant to each other. I can still feel the echoes of his love in the chambers of my heart, but they're faint now, distant whispers in the corridors of my soul. As I write this, I realize that the love we shared was real, profound, and true. But our journey together has ended. He won't call today. He doesn't want to dredge up the past, to confront the ghost of our history. Why should he? He has a new life, new dreams, new aspirations. Our past is just that, past. What about me? What about the woman who loved him with all her heart, who gave him 40 years of her life, who shared her hopes, her fears, her joys, and her tears? Does he think I haven't noticed the distance in his eyes, the emotional walls he's built around himself? Does he think I haven't felt the sting of his abandonment, the hollow ache in my soul? Oh, he knows. He knows exactly what he's done, and yet he doesn't care. All that matters is his new life, his new happiness. And what about mine? Does he believe I'll simply move on, that I'll find solace in someone else's arms, that I'll erase him from my memory as easily as he erased me from his? He thinks I'm weak. He thinks I'll crumble without him, that I'll wither and die. But he underestimates the strength born out of love. I may be alone, but I am not weak. I have loved, and in that love, I found my strength. He may have chosen to forget me, but I refuse to forget myself. So I'm here celebrating alone because that's where I am. And that's who I am, the woman who loved him, the woman who waited, the woman who held on to hope even when he gave up on us. I planned our 40th anniversary alone because he forgot me in his new life. The thought of spending the day alone used to fill me with dread, but now there's a strange sense of liberation in it. It's my day, it's my life, it's my story. And as the sun sets, casting long shadows across our empty rooms, I'll pour his favorite drink, set the table for one, wear the perfume he always adored, play the song that was ours. It's a small act of defiance, a way to reclaim my lost happiness, to rewrite my narrative. It's not about mourning the man he once was, the man he could have been, or the man I loved. It's about honoring the woman I am, the woman who stayed true to her vows, the woman who loved without reservation, the woman who deserves to be remembered. This day is about acknowledging my grief, my pain, and my strength. It's about embracing the scars that tell my story, the battles I fought, the tears I cried, and the love that defined me. It's a ritual of remembrance, a conversation with my soul. And in that conversation, I find solace. The pain isn't just the loss of a love, a companionship, or a shared history. It's also the erasure. He moved on, leaving me behind, acting as if our life together never mattered, as if I didn't exist. But here I am. I exist. I am here. And I will continue to exist. This pain is a reminder of what I've lost, but it's also a testament to what I've endured. Every memory I carry is both a wound and a badge of honor. They say the first time you break someone's heart, it breaks you. But after that, it just makes you stronger. And I've carried more than my share of broken hearts. But in the carrying, I've grown, healed, and learned to love myself. This day is about confronting the injustice, the raw, unfiltered reality of it all. He walked away from our vows, from our history, from me. He chose to start over, to erase the past. But in doing so, he forgot that our love story isn't confined to the pages of his memory. It's written in the lines on my face, in the memories I hold dear, in the dreams we shared, and in the life we built. He may have chosen to forget me, but I refuse to let go. I don't need his forgiveness. I don't need him to remember. In letting go, I discover my own strength, my own worth. I release the need for him to acknowledge what he's done. He may have forgotten our vows, but I haven't. And that's enough for me. I'm here celebrating our 40 years because that's what we had. And if he can't see its value, its depth, or its meaning, then perhaps it's his loss, not mine. I won't beg for his attention. I won't plead for him to stay. I won't crumble in the face of his indifference. I will stand tall, not out of pride, but out of respect for the love we once shared. I will cherish the memories we made, the dreams we held, and the life we built together. My love for him doesn't need closure. It needs no explanation. It just needs to be set free. You can walk away from a person, but you can't unlive a lifetime. And the one left behind, she doesn't vanish. She becomes stronger in the silence. As the sun rises on another day, I'll wake up knowing that I'm not defined by his absence, but by the love that once was everything. He may have forgotten me, but I refuse to let our story end without an audience. Our love may have faded in his memory, but in my heart it's still vivid, a vibrant flame flickering in the vast expanse of my soul. And so I celebrate our love today, not with bitterness, not with resentment, but with quiet dignity. For in the quiet, I find my strength. In the solitude, I find my voice. And in the silence, I find my truth.